Good morning. I I guess Janice didn't have her live this morning. Um, I didn't have time. I had to run, take Blenda to work this morning because she still can't drive, and uh, so I was running behind. But I did get here in time. I said, "Well, I got time to hop on Janice where to begin Homestead for just a few minutes, and say hello, give her a little support." And yet I could never find her. So I guess she wasn't. I guess she didn't do her live this morning. I hope she's all right. But I understand. I understand. Feels like my hat's on crooked. Everything's backwards when you look at it in the camera. Y'all, some sad news here in the state of Mississippi. Sad news, right cheer, right cheer, right cheer in the state of Mississippi is Mississippi State head coach. You don't mind if I take this off? Mississippi State head coach Mike Leach passed away last night. He's a football coach. And if you follow football, then you probably know who I'm talking about. If you don't, then you probably have no clue. But anyway, he was a pretty well liked guy over here. He was a character now. He especially in his news conferences stuff, he kind of reinvented some football there at Mississippi State for a little bit, and their passing game, and got them a little bit more, going down the road, going in the right direction. I thought anyway, which I don't follow Mississippi State. I don't follow. I mean, I do to some degree, just because I live here in the state of Mississippi, and I don't have much choice. I got to keep up. I got church members that like them, so I gotta keep up with them so I can pick on them. But yeah, he passed. I think he had some kind of heart issue, maybe a heart attack or something, Saturday, and then I think they said somewhere around a little bit before midnight last night he passed away. That's the latest I've heard. Yeah, there's Jesse's on top of things. 61 years old, folks. 61 years old. That's not. I used to think 61 was old, but it's not as old as it used to be. That's let's see, I'll be 55 Friday. That's six years away for me. I heard on the radio just yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. I think it was yesterday. Pretty sure it was yesterday. I was having to run up to the hospital, check on some folks, and me and my son was riding. And there was a woman up in Pearl, I think it's in Pearl, Mississippi, that they had found. She'd been dead for 2 weeks, y'all. 2 weeks. And they found her after 2 weeks. Says she was 55 years old. Says she apparently died of natural causes, whatever that means. But 55 years old, y'all. I think middle age has done slipped up and passed me by. But y'all get out there and live your life now, because we're not promised another day. So get out there and live it. But anyway, I told my son, hey, Glenn, Jessica, it's good to see y'all. Appreciate y'all coming in. I told my son yesterday, I said, I better not be dead for 2 weeks before somebody notices I'm gone. Said, y'all, one of y'all had better checked on me before 2 weeks. I said, that's just not going to work with me. I don't know what I'd do about it. But, 2 weeks. 2 weeks went by and nobody knew, not even the people in her apartment complex. 2 weeks. How do you not know that your neighbor? Well, I guess we all live such busy lives, and we all concerned about this, that, and the other, and try not to mind other people's business and all that. But still, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Look at my hair over here. It's doing all kind of crazy stuff. Anyway, Mike Leach passed away, and uh, so that's that's not good for them kids, and we look at them boys out there playing football, and they're young men. I give you that, but they're still just kids. They're still just kids. They are, and they got mamas and daddies that it don't matter how big they are. Mama, that's their little baby. And I was at a few years ago. Me and I think it was my son went to an LSU baseball game, and I can't remember. I think we was playing Alabama, and at that time Alabama wasn't real good, and so LSU was just destroying them. And we had the good seats right up on. We had it up under the. I mean, we was right there by the. We could see the. We just to the left of home plate, in between the dugout and home plate. So I mean, and we had a good close view of it. And I was sitting, and there's an older lady that was sitting to my right, and me and her just hit it off. We had a good time throughout the whole game. We was just talking, and poor Alabama first baseman was just, I mean, he was having a bad day. He was having a bad day, y'all. He couldn't do nothing right. He dropped a easy fly ball. He couldn't. And of course, at the ball games, the fans, they really rag him. You get caught up in that, and me and her, we was just going along, and I stopped. I said, you know what? That poor boy, he has a mama out there, probably in the stands somewhere, and she has to listen to all us LSU fans give that poor little fella a hard time. And she was like, "Oh, that's right." She was the sweetest little lady, y'all. She was something else. But she was all LSU. She knew everything. She knew every one of them guys. She knew all the things, and I didn't know anybody. But she was like, we better not pick on him too much. Poor little fella has let me make sure my daughter's okay. Hello? Are you okay? Will you be careful? You need. I'm live right now. Do you need me? Okay, I'll call you in a little bit. I love you too. I'm sorry, that was my daughter. I got to check on her. She has these. Some of y'all may remember she had the face thing where it just droops. Her arm gets numb. Her whole she gets sick. She gets dizzy, and they don't know what caused it. They've done brain scans. They have done all kind of tests. And so when she calls, I'm checking on her. And anyway, she was up at work. She was at her supervisor's office. They got some of the schedules mixed up. Anyway, she was up there, and she was trying to figure out where she was going to go. And then all of a sudden she had an episode. So she was headed home, and she just wanted me to know that that's what was happening, because she knows old daddy's watching. Y'all, I appreciate y'all coming in. Let me see what we got going on here. I had a few things I wanted to talk about. Hey, Krubby, Cat, good to see you. Hey, Paul, good to see you. Appreciate y'all coming. Y'all come in early, didn't you? There's our friend Shannon. Appreciate you coming in, Shannon. Hope you're doing well. I got Tiny Tim. Thank you for coming in, Tim. Appreciate you. Always good to see you. I see Rebecca, but I seen something. Let's see. Where's it at? I seen where she wasn't feeling too good in here somewhere. I'll get to it in a minute. Hello, Annette. Good evening to you. Appreciate you coming here and being with us. From a cold and rainy night in Perth, Australia. We're supposed to get some storms tomorrow, y'all. It's supposed to be some tornadoes. Well, they say it's a low to medium chance, but still, every time they say that, we generally get one or two. But we don't want them here. We don't want them here. I seen somewhere up in here that I thought I saw Rebecca wasn't feeling well, and maybe I'll get to it in a minute. Hey, there's Scott. Good to see you, Scott. Appreciate you coming in. Rambling with the Brooms. Brooms. I think I always say, I want to say Brooms, but I think it's Brooms. That's my wife's family. Her mother was a Broom, Broom. The Brooms. Brooms. Yeah, I mean, I did too. He seemed like a pretty good guy, and I mean, he come to Mississippi State. I mean, you can't really expect national championships that often at Mississippi State. It's just not going to happen. Not when you're competing with Alabama and LSU. LSU generally is pretty in there. Sometimes you got Clemson and some of the bigger. You got a lot of pretty good name schools down here. Florida State, Florida, Auburn. Got quite a few of them, and then of course, Ole Miss is right there, which they don't ever really buy too much either. Baseball is pretty good, sometimes basketball, but football they're always pretty good, but they're average. Hey, Katie, good to see you, Katie. I'm going to quit making excuses. I got your package sitting right here on the thing. All I got to do is print up a receipt. Hey, good morning, Chuck and Belinda. Hello to all in chat. I just got through watching your one of your by the pond videos. See the fox and I think it's a jackrabbit. Pretty sure it's a jackrabbit. I've never seen one up close because we don't have them here. But and speaking of rabbits, y'all, I may have told y'all may remember. I can't remember if I had it. I think I had them. I can't remember. I got a male and a female rabbit from one of my church members, and they're bigger than the rabbits I got. And anyway, the female, she's I need a name for her, by the way. She's feisty. She'll bite you in a heartbeat. And I also need a name for the male. And I've just been calling him Big Boy because he's so much bigger than my other rabbits. But I had this little white female rabbit. I'm about to get rid of. I said I'm going to give her one more chance because my little rabbit. I bred her twice with my little rabbit, and I don't think he knows what he's doing, y'all. Honestly, I mean, he puts forth a good effort and all that, but I just don't think he knows what he's doing. But anyway, so I took the white rabbit, my little white rabbit, and put her in with Big Boy. And y'all, Big Boy knows what he's doing. Big Boy gets the job done. If she don't have little kits from Big Boy, she's gone. Because, I mean, he took care of business. He's like, the little rabbit, the little male, he's like, he's trying to be on ice and all that. And she whoops up. She was biting him and fur flying. And she wasn't putting up with him. And he was like, the only thing that kept him going was his hormones, and he was persistent. No, you put Big Boy in there. He said, I ain't putting up with that mess. Girl, you better straighten up. And he straightened her up. I guarantee you that. Hey, there it is. My whole body. Oh, goodness, Rebecca. I hope sounds like the flu, don't it? Sounds like the flu. Hate that for you. I know. I went through it a couple weeks ago. I had it 2-3 weeks ago. I can't remember. Hey, good morning. I think that's Peter. Peter? Yeah, Peter. My brain just didn't work. 60, and I have at least 30 more before I go. That's my age. Okay. That's right. We're going to meet at some point or another. We're going to pass off. We're going to fall off the end, aren't we? We sure are. I've already said hello to Glenn Jess, but I'll say hello to him again because I hadn't seen him in forever. I still keep waiting on Glenn to send me some deer photos, but he ain't got none yet. Of course, I hadn't got any yet either. Hello, Andale. Good to see you. Always good to see our friend Ann in the house. No, that ain't right. That ain't right. Let me get down here. Yeah, I know. It is sad, Shannon. Uh, Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate it. Just make sure it's within 2 weeks. You don't hear from me in 2 weeks. Check, make sure I hadn't done kicked the bucket. Kick the bucket. I'll be dancing in glory if I do. Coach Leach was respected by his boys. I think so. I really do. I think they liked him. And the news, the sports news people, they liked him too. They liked him too. Hey, good morning, Evan. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well up there. And in the great state of Wisconsin. I hope. I get some of y'all all mixed up, but I'm pretty sure Evan's up in Wisconsin. I always know it, but then I don't. You know what I'm saying? You always second guess yourself. I'm just the world's worst at second guessing myself. Anyway, it's always, and look at this. Best part of Tuesday morning. That's right. Hey, boom. Right there. That's a high five right there. I need to pin that. I wish I knew how. Wait. I see. Hello, Janice. Where to begin? There she is. I just near about skip right by you, Janice. And it wasn't intentional. Excuse me. Yeah, I didn't see you on this morning. I was hoping everything was okay with you. And it looks like it is. So you're here. We'll be listening. Hello, everyone in chat. Let me go down here. Y'all, I'm way behind, apparently. Hey there, Doug, Carolyn, Daniel. Good to see y'all. Appreciate you coming in. I sure do. Holman's Homestead. Holman's Homestead used to be Appalachian. Y'all, I don't know. It was Appalachian Homestead or something like that. There's so many of the Appalachians. I always got them confused. In fact, I started following one on Instagram because I thought it was y'all, and it wasn't y'all. And now I don't know how to undo it. I don't care. The people I got. I don't want to listen to them. I don't want to follow them, but because they put out a lot of stuff. I mean, it's constant. It's that every time you get on there, there's 5 billion things that they put on there. White here in northern Arizona. Well, I hate that. I hope we don't get none. You played against LSU and Ole Miss in college. Well, aren't you just something? Did you play at Baton Rouge? I don't care about Ole Miss, but did you play at Baton Rouge, Evan? Or did they go up there to Indiana? I think he was in Indiana, wasn't you? Ball State. That's where he played. He pitched. Evan was a pitcher up there, and he had some issues with his arm. They x-rayed his arm when he went pro. And anyway, when he went pro, they couldn't, because of his arm, he couldn't continue on with that. But, man, I tell you what, I don't know what years you were playing. I can't remember now. I know I looked it up one time, but I can't remember. And I'm going to have to see if I can go back and see if I can look up, see if they got some of the old games archived, so I can see old Evan pitch, see what kind of pitcher he was. I did look up your stats, but I can't remember anything about him. Hey, Sheena, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. There's our friend Rich up there in Minnesota, Old Swedes Farm. They just had a video out, 5 things I wish I'd known before raising chicken. I tell y'all what, he knows about his chickens now, don't he? He knows about his chickens now. He might not have known them before he got chickens, but he knows them now, and he's good at what he does. He is definitely good at what he does. Thank you. Appreciate you throwing them links out there, Glenn or Jess. I can't remember now. The one that bites, call her Chops. I may do that. Chops. I like that. I actually like that a lot. In fact, her new name is Chops instead of Meanie. If they go bite, they go to free. Well, I'm not going to give her too many chances. If she bites Paul, that's one thing. But if she bites me, that's That's another thing. But I'm going to see if I can get some babies out of her first, because I already started feeding her. Let's see. Overseas Mississippi to produce an SEC championship team and a divisional championship team along with 16 postseason bowl games. Okay. Yeah, see, they don't get to the Big Daddy that often. Hey there, DC Outdoors. I just found DC Outdoors not too long ago. He had some videos and some hunting videos. He lives up there in Canada, I believe. And I like that kind of stuff. And he had a little boy, took a little boy out hunting and shooting the grouse. Is that what it's called? Grouse? Rough. Anyway, some kind of grouse up there. It's a bird. It's kind of like a big quail, I guess. I'm not real sure, but it looks like it'd be fun to hunt. Anyway, this little boy, take him out there. Huh? Let's see. You said the female was a big white rabbit. White Rabbit was a song by Jefferson Airplane. You need to name your rabbit Grace after Grace Slick. Grace Slick. I never listened to Jefferson Airplane too much. I mean, I think I know who you're talking about, but I never. I probably do. My memories. So I mean, Jefferson Airplane was back in the day. So I had to go back and refresh my memory on it. Hey there, Zany Mae, getting ready to head back out to get some work done in the garden. Hey, I hear you. Y'all, I don't know what happened. I got 2 collabs that are due tomorrow. December 14th. I was thinking December 14th was Thursday. And so I said, well, I got till Thursday to get it. No, December 14th is tomorrow. It's tomorrow. I got 2 collabs. I got a dip thing for the Inquisitive Farm Wife Angela, and a cookie, or it's a candy Christmas for Sherry, Southern Roots by Sherry. Now I got the dip one pretty much done. I got to do one little other filming thing, and then of course edit it, and which that don't take. I don't spend hours and hours editing like some people do, but I can get it out. And then we started the candy thing last night, but it's like a 2-part process. You got to start it one day and then finish it off the next, because it's got to go in the refrigerator and all that kind of good stuff. But it won't take me long to finish that and get it out. So I don't know why I got both of them on the same date. I should have thought about that, but I didn't. And it's just what it is, isn't it? It's just what it is. Anyway, I understand. I got a few things I got to get situated for tomorrow. Send it on, buddy. Say you got my phone number, I think. I'm pretty sure you do. If you don't, it's in my about page. So just send it on. Send it on. I liked it. And I hadn't forgot about you, Evan. I just one thing after the other, and if something comes up, then I forget about it. Okay, I only process one thing at a time. I have this going on, and I'm on it, and then all of a sudden, boom, something else happens, and then I'm on that, and then if it's out of sight, it's out of mind with me. But I'm still thinking. I still hadn't forgot you. I still hadn't forgot you, buddy. I need to put the doe back in with Buck for a second time to make sure she is prepped. Okay, now I was told that she had to have three fall offs, and he had 3 fall offs. He had 3 forevermore fall offs. Yeah, I appreciate you coming in. I know you got a lot of things. I know you're having some issues with your work situation up there, but it's good to see you. It's always good to see you. Yeah, second guess. I don't know why I do that. Hey, there's our friends, the Vineyard Chicks. Good to see you. Alex Fox, was you in the new Alex Fox Stadium or the old one? The new one is something, which I like the old one too. But the new one is something. And I went to a few games back Gosh, it's been 20 years ago. Let's see, probably 17, 18 years ago. I don't know when you played. Uh, I went to several games there because I had a friend of mine that was the what do you call the physical therapist people that go out on, that when the players get injured, they're the ones that run out there and they get them back going or whatever. Anyway, he's a friend of mine. He's actually lives over here in Mississippi. He goes to used to go to a friend of mine's church or a friend of mine that pastors his church. Anyway, he was over there in Louisiana, and I think I almost think that he went up to Minnesota, Rich. I think he was. Now I may be mistaken on that. He was with one of them football teams up there. I want to say it was Minnesota Vikings, but I may be wrong. He went up there for a while with them. He was with the Saints for a while. He's with LSU. He's helps them, I guess, during. I don't know how he works all his schedule out, but anyway, he used to get us tickets all the time to go to the ball games, and he also got us in when my oldest son, was probably 11 or 12, something like that. I can't remember now. He's Hayden is 28, I think 28 years old now. So somewhere 16, 17 years ago. It may have been even more than that. He may have been younger than that. That he got him, he could get him in with the players in the locker room. And y'all don't go in the locker room. They stink. They stink. And Evan will tell you they stink. But we got to go in there, and he got to meet some of the players that he looked up to and get their autographs and all that kind of. Got a ball from somebody, give him a ball, I think, and they all signed it, or he got a bunch of them to sign it. And he thought he was something. He thought he was big news. But yeah, the new Alex Box Stadium is some kind of nice. That's the one we went to last time with the old lady sitting beside me. Hey there, Tracy. Hey, it's not too cold here, but it's supposed to cool off this weekend. Thursday, I think. I believe it's supposed to cool off there. Hey there, Bill. How in the world are you? Bill and Gracie from Last Days Homesteading. Y'all, I have met my kindred spirit up in Knoxville, Tennessee. Old brother Bill. I started getting to know him a lot better here the last little bit. I really like old Bill. There's Gwen. Good morning. Always good to see Gwen. I seen your apple sourdough bread. I don't know what you called it. But anyway, the one that you burn on top. I know that probably had to aggravate you, but hey, look, it happens to everybody. But that's sugar. That sugar does that. I burnt more stuff because of sugar than anything. But it looked good. The inside looked really good. Hello, President Brum. Broom. They always got a little cute little saying they got going on. Y'all, I had every intention to throw up my link here, but I just keep getting sidetracked. Let's Go Home said, "Hey man, how in the world are you doing?" Yeah, we're doing all good. Got all kind of stuff just happening over here. Actually, we don't. We got a lot of stuff going on, but it's just everyday. It's just life. When people say, "What are you doing, Chuck?" It's just life. It's like everybody else has life. We all have life. We all are busy. We all got stuff to do. I hate telling people what I'm doing because it's boring. It's boring. Only 2 due tomorrow. Yeah, I'm the world's best at procrastinating. There's my girl. Charity momming with Cherry. Y'all, she's coming back. Got her a camera yesterday or day before or whenever. She's having to be at home today, but she's going to have some because she's starting to work full time now. But her little man, West man, has strep throat, so she's having to deal with sick babies. And when you got 2 little ones that are in school, they always going to be sick, aren't they? They're always going to be sick. Anyway, that's my daughter, y'all. Momming with Charity. She's about to come back. She's got a YouTube channel, but she hadn't been on it for several months because of personal reasons. And I told her when she gets back going to let me know. I'm going to have her on, and I'm going to reintroduce her to everybody because a lot of y'all don't know her. A lot of y'all, when she was around, uh, wasn't around. We didn't know each other, but now we do. Hey there, Cindy. I'm just assuming it's Cindy. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. All right, Zany May, you have a good one. You probably done gone, but uh, it's good to see you. Y'all are doing good. I'm so proud. Yeah, isn't he pitiful? Hey, y'all, my little man. He's my heart, y'all. I'm gonna throw up this link. Let me get it up here. And I'm not going to have like 6 or 7 people up here. Most time it's either feast or famine with me. I have either nobody gets on or everybody gets on, but I don't like having like a bunch of people on. So I just have one at a time. If y'all are interested in coming up and saying hello and uh, tell them what's going on in your life, and we'll do that. But it gets confusing to me if I have to look at more than one person at a time. It just gets confusing to me. Yeah, y'all, I appreciate that. Uh, but anyway, I think I got that link in there. So if you want to come on up, you need to come on up because Andale is following us at 10 o'clock, and I'll try and get off before that. I thought I was going to have to cut it short this morning because Blenda, but I made it back in time, and so uh, anyway, so I don't have to. I'm not as in much a hurry as I have been here lately, because I have been taking. I'm chief cook and bottle washer over here now, y'all. Uh, all right, Doug, y'all be careful and hope you have a great day. Uh, so and plus I'm the chauffeur. I'm the runaround guy. Got to take care of everything. So I've been kind of busy and I'm complaining, I know, but that's what I do best. That's what I do best. I I would seriously. I got that link. If you want to come on up, and I'll spotlight you for a few minutes. If somebody else comes up after you, I'll try and politely get rid of you and get them up next after giving you a moment or two. Um, I want you. There is something I'm trying to take care of her, Cindy. I am. I'm. I don't clean as good as Blenda does. I mean, I think I do. I try. I get out here and I walk. I try and do things, but I just don't have that touch. I just whoa, what is going on here? They're only 30 away from 1,000, y'all. 30. Chief cook and bottle washer is used to refer to someone who is in power in an organization and oversees virtually every aspect. That's me. That describes me to y'all. What in the world is wrong with your hair? Hello? Hello? Are you froze up? Are you froze up? That ain't a good way to get froze up. You froze up, girl. You got to go. You got to go if you froze. Oh, hold on. She might be back. Are you back?
I'm back, I think.
It wasn't a flattering picture of you that was froze, by the way.
I almost didn't come on here because I'm looking a little bit insane at the moment, but I wanted to tell everybody, hey, quickly.
Hey, yeah, you do look a little bit uh
I'm touching up my hair.
you touching. Oh goodness great. What color is it gonna be now?
Purple.
Yeah, because that's normal.
It's,
That's normal.
I like it.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Well, I do.
What does Riley think about it?
She loves it.
Riley likes it. Well, okay. If Riley likes it,
she loves it. I got this. It's actually not like hair dye. It's like a color depositing conditioner that wears out. So I got her a pink one because she's been asking. So you're going to have a purple haired daughter and a pink haired granddaughter.
Oh, Lord. See, I'll be satisfied with Riley. Whatever Riley wants, I'm fine with. She can do whatever. She can come in. Well, I do have my limits, but she is my girl. She is my girl. You used to be when you was the first one. Charity's my firstborn, and y'all, I used to take her when she was a kid. And I'd flip her and all kind of stuff when people used to just be scared to death when I was holding Charity, because she was just like a little toy in my hands. I'd flip her and twist her and do all kind of stuff with it. Well, I'm going to put Krubby up. Well, I'm going to put Krubby up here on the screen. He don't ever. You going to talk today, or you just going to wave? Hey, Venkat, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. We're going to let Venkat. What hair you have is red and silver. You believe that? What? Charity, you're freezing up on me again, girl. You're freezing up. You might see a squirrel I flew. Hey, I did. There you go. I think are you back now? Nope, you're not back. You're not back. You're still, but at least you froze up in a better position. Grandkids are the best. They are definitely the best. There you are. I think I see you moving now, Charity. That means, how is Tiny Man? Is he all right? Let me see Tiny Man. I can't see. I still can't see. Oh, there he is. There's my little man. Hey there, big boy. Hey there, my big boy. Y'all, that's West Man. West Man. My big 3-year-old. My big 3-year-old. Hey, Janice, good to see you again. I know you've just been listening. Charity's having a hard time. Yeah, she's talking now, and I can't even hear her. So, Charity, I love you. Oh, she got rid of herself. I was about to say I love you, but you got to go. You got to go. Old Venkat, you've been seem like everywhere here lately. I see you in Facebook and on all the groups. Hey, that's good though. Everybody knows you. Sure that you're big support of a lot of folks, and got a lot of content yourself, making all kind of stuff and comics and all kind of good stuff going on. You seem like you stay very, very busy. Very busy. Y'all, I want to tell y'all something. I watched a video the other day, and it was YouTube. I don't know how it just, one of them that sometimes pops up and you say, let me see what that's about. And that's what it was. And he is a cutie. He definitely is that. But it was on people that had extraordinary abilities. Like this one guy, he could take his skin of his neck and pull it up over his face like that. It was creepy. It grossed me out. I couldn't watch that when I fast forward through that, because I can't watch that. I just can't watch stuff like that. But there were other people. There's one guy that he could withstand, looked like 20,000 volts. I don't know what all that's about, but I mean, it's crazy. He could touch people and light things on fire. It's just crazy stuff that people were able to do. There were some people that were able to slow their heartbeat down, to lower their blood pressure. One guy, he climbed, what's them tall mountain? Mount Everest, maybe? Kilimanjaro. Anyway, some of them tall mountains that everybody, that's the thing to do. He done it in short pants. He run a marathon in Arizona in the summer, however far a marathon is, and done it without taking a drink of water or anything. And he was able to do all this stuff, endure extreme colds and extreme heat and exhaustion and stuff like that. And he said it's all had to do with his mind. And there was another one. What was it? I can't remember. They showing these Shaolin monks that able to endure, and they, it's all about their mind. And we know that the brain is something. We do. We know that the brain is. Hold on, let me get over Santa Claus up here. Hey, Jesse, can you hear me?
Merry Christmas. How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Perfect.
What did you hear about them people, the mind thing?
I see those videos. They pop up every now and then, I can't watch them because some of them are just like you said, they gross you out.
Yeah, but look, I watched a thing on the on special forces, like the Navy SEALs and the Green Berets and I don't know, all the different special forces they got out there, and they talk about how many hundred, start out the week or whatever it is that the hell week or the thing
Right.
that they got to go through that's very intense.
Mm-hmm.
And then it drops down. The number drops down drastic. Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't say hello to Ted. Hey, hello, Ted. Good to see you, my friend. Always good to see Ted. But anyway, it's not because these guys aren't physically able to complete it.
Is mind over matter?
It's their mind. They're able to. I mean, because they go some days, several days without sleep. Very little rations. Sometimes they have to be in extreme cold or extreme heat, depending on where they're at. And the ones that make it through all the way to the end, it's not the ones that are just the most physically able. It's the ones that are mentally able.
Correct.
There's something to this old brain thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need to look into it. Maybe become a millionaire.
And you got to have somewhat of a brain to do this YouTube stuff too, right?
I thought you were saying, Chuck, you got to have a brain to start.
Well, no, I wouldn't call you the scarecrow.
Hey, Rochelle, good to see you. Well, they say you only use so many percent of your brain.
Yeah, 10%.
10%?
That's what I've heard. You only use 10% of your brain.
So that leaves 90. So that leaves 75%. That leaves 90% of your brain to do something with.
Right.
But you think about it. These guys were lowering their blood pressure. These guys were lowering their heart rate. And I mean, there's obviously things that
there's videos on these the monks that live up in the Himalayas and they live up in the mountains.
Yeah.
Do the same thing.
Yeah.
Their mind can control their heartbeat, their blood pressure, control pain. If you could sit there and lay on a bed of nails and it not hurt. I can't lay on a sleep number and wake up
with the numbers just
right. The numbers just ain't right. Oh my goodness, and much less a bed of nails.
So. Brampton, Rochelle says she wonders what the other 90% of her brain's doing, and I believe I can speak for everybody here that we don't want to know.
And if you thought of your brain as a file cabinet and you had 100 drawers, you only use 10 of those drawers, right? And the problem with those that I have is I use that one drawer and I still have problems with recall. I can't find the folder.
Yeah, that's me too. I lose the key to and everything else to the drawers. And Cindy said her daddy was special forces.
And I see that.
Toughest man I've ever known. I knew a guy over and I probably told this story. I only have 2 or 3 stories, but he was a Green Beret, and he was in Iraq, I think, back in the Persian Gulf War, and he's a preacher now, but he's only got 1.5 lungs because the other one he had to get taken out because of some chemicals that he inhaled.
Right.
Hey, Kathy, good to see you. And Suzanne, good to see you. But anyway, he was a little guy, But he had in one of his cabinets, he had one of them black beret things.
Right.
And it was for the Iraqi, what was it they called? The Republican Guard, or it was the ones that was, to guard the president.
That was the Republican Guard.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was one of those hats. And I said, now how in the world did you get that hat? He said, I went over and took it off his head. I said, okay. I don't, no more questions. But he did have a few stories that were, I mean, very intense. And he didn't tell me, of course, all of them because it was some of what he didn't want to tell.
Yeah, I would have been a terrible Green Beret or even a Special Forces guy because they go 7 days without eating. I can't go 7 hours. I can't even go 7 hours without eating.
Yeah, that's just foolishness. That's just crazy talk.
Like, wow.
He went up to, I can tell you, he was a pastor, and he went up to go visit somebody at a house. And when he was going up to the house, there was a little bitty dog that was just barking. He said about the time he knocked on the door, that dog jumped up and clamped on the back of his arm.
Ouch. And
he said his first instinct was just to clamp down on it. And he said he started punching it. And, it just all happened. He said it was just instinct reflexes that made him do it. He said about that time the woman opened the door. He said, here I am on her front porch, got her dog in a headlock, punching it.
Oh, no.
Hey, ma'am, I wanted to invite you to church. He had to explain that.
Hello, Rich Cat, Kathy. They had a storm warning there in North Texas there, so we're probably going to be getting that same storm this way here this afternoon. Hopefully, it's nothing like what she had. They had a tornado up there.
Oh, did they? They've been having some rough stuff up there here lately this year. Seemed like every other time you turn around, they get a tornado.
Yep. Well, she was hunkered down in the hallway. She went live and everything. She was hunkered down in the hallway, waiting on the sirens. The sirens go off, waiting for the sirens to go off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Had it that close, huh?
Yeah, it was that. Yeah, she had, and all her pets were with her, and she was ready for it.
Well, Kathy, I'm glad you got through all that. I really am. It's scary when you have it.
She said a tornado hit 5 miles south of her, so.
Okay.
That was pretty close. And 5 miles for a tornado is not very, very much because it'll sling cars, 5 miles.
Oh, yeah. There's quite a few folks over there where she lives, too. I don't know. I think Jeff and Lorena maybe are over in that part of the back.
No, she's closer to Fort Worth, and Jeff and Lorena are East Texas. And and then Bland's Promised Land is east of Dallas, kind of northeast of Dallas. And then 12 Stones Ranch is over there as well.
12 Stones Ranch.
And then, Cody and Shannon. Cody from Hog Deer 79, he's there up there as well. And then Multi Hunter. We got a lot of Texans YouTubers.
Yeah, I just thinking. I mean, they may not have been right there where she is, but that line of storms, I'm sure, was coming through that area. Ain't no telling what all.
Hope they're all safe.
We doubled our guard, knew they were coming next morning. The first sergeant had a bunch of our dogs that cut off our necks. Oh, goodness gracious. I can imagine so.
Goodness.
But, hey, it's amazing the abilities of people, and their mind, how that they can do things. People amaze me.
Yeah, your mind is not just a computer. It's actually a controller. It controls everything your body does or doesn't do. Like I said, mind over matter, and it's amazing how you can get your it affects everything. Your attitude affects your heartbeat, your breathing. How you walk, everything. It communicates with every part of your body, and I can see how those guys have to train their bodies to withstand whatever they got to go through. Because if you're out there in the desert or in war somewhere, you have to be mentally strong. not just physically strong. Like you said, some of those big guys probably didn't make it because they're physically strong, but they didn't have it up here.
Right. Well, I don't. I seen Gwen saying looks like the line of storms will get there around 3 p.m. Is she somewhere close to you?
She's down here in Texas as well. Yes. So is what do you call it? Nunya, Texas. Then you
Nunya,
got and then you got little Frenchie. She's north of us, so she's we got a lot of people that may be getting hit with that storm today or this afternoon.
Well, it'll be what it is. Brain is the matter. Well, folks, I appreciate all of y'all coming in today. I'm going to have to get 2 videos done by tomorrow. Give all of y'all time to get over and see Miss Ann Dale Homestead. I know we all like to see her. She is just the sweetest lady. And then I guess Danny is coming on at 11 Central. And
oh wait, Lisa, my producer over here said that she's not going to be on today.
Danny's not.
Danny's not going to be on. She posted a community post.
Okay, I hadn't seen that. But you got Sherry and Shannon. I think is going to come on at 12.
Right.
Jesse, you've been doing lives on Saturdays. Is that an every Saturday thing now?
No, just for the Christmas season. We've been wanting to do some. In fact, this Saturday we got another giveaway, Christmas giveaway we'll be doing, but we're going to be starting at 4:00 instead of 5:00 because we don't want to run over into the Vineyard Chicks. They got a concert this Saturday, so we'll be going from 4 until whenever, but we'll end it before the 8:00 concert. That's 8.
Wait a minute, Vineyard Chicks. That's this Saturday.
The 17th, yes. The Vineyard Chicks have their concert on Saturday the 17th at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Danny is Danny Days Homestead, Paul.
Danny Days Ahead. She changed her name.
Danny Days. Oh, she did change it?
Yeah, she changed it to Danny Days Ahead.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I think of it like that all the time. So in my brain, you know what I'm saying.
Well, everybody says Lazy Days Ahead, and Danny Days just happens to be easier to say ahead, so that's probably why she changed it.
I would find myself saying that too. Danny Days Ahead, and then I have to think about it and say Danny Days Homestead. But
yeah. So now
anyway, that's who that is.
Yeah, she's officially now Danny Days Ahead. She's changed her everything already. So.
Creekside Maple. Oh, wait a minute. Vineyard Chicks. So they're going to have theirs at 8:00 Saturday, 8:00 Central.
Correct. That's their concert time, and then we'll go from 4 until whenever, because we got a ton of stuff to give away for Christmas.
Hey, they getting one. They getting one in Bunkie. She's learning, and I got to teach her how to hold a pick a little bit better, I think. But she's
doing great.
Yeah, she is, isn't she? She amazes me.
I mean, think about it. This girl does everything. She does the computer work. She does the editing. She does everything you can do, Chuck.
Yeah, she gardens. She does everything. I have no clue.
Yeah, she does everything you can't do.
Hey, she has really done good though. She has surprised me, and that goes back to that mind. You set your mind to doing something,
right?
And you can do it. And she has done it. And I've been so proud of her. Anyway, so y'all are Saturday. I was going to say Creekside Maples is tonight too.
That's tonight at 6 p.m. Central. Yes, y'all tune in and help them out.
And Southern Blessed is tonight at 8. I can't. There's so many, Jesse. I get lost.
Yep. Yeah, it's hard to keep track of them.
I just get lost with it. But I appreciate everybody coming in, and if you can, get over and check out Ann. And I'm going to go try and get a few things done. I'm going to have Ann running, and so I'll be back and forth with her, and then come back at noon for lunchtime. Catch Shannon and Sherry. I don't know whose channel it'll be on, either Joel, Journey Along with Shannon, or Southern Roots by Sherry. I don't know which one.
Yes, she's doing a giveaway tonight too, Chuck, according to Brampton. Sherry's doing a giveaway tonight.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. December 13th. That's right. She's doing one tonight. Good deal. All right.
Thank you, Chuck.
Hey, Jesse, Greencat, I appreciate y'all coming up on the live and being a part of us. There you go. Knuckle bump to all of y'all. And everybody, we'll see y'all next time. I'm sure we'll see y'all around the YouTube world. So God bless. Talk to y'all later.